Hey everybody, welcome to the Dungeon Runners podcast once again, now available on Spotify.
That's right, you can find us on Spotify, SoundCloud,
I was expecting you guys to
Google Play,
or something.
and YouTube.
And YouTube. On Spotify and YouTube.
It's your boy.
Oh no. So, today, this is a very special episode of the Dungeon Runners podcast.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's a special episode of the Dungeon Runners podcast because this is the second episode of the second season, which means we didn't take another 2-year hiatus.
Oh my god. And here I thought we were going to come back to 2020.
Surprise, surprise, assholes. We're still alive. We didn't drop the idea after one day.
Surprisingly enough, we actually decided to come back and we had more things to talk about.
Do we actually have more things to talk about?
Yeah, we have plenty to talk about. Like that time Matt went to play Smash.
Oh god! Smash. Oh, we should update everybody on Smash, on our Smash tournament.
Oh yeah! So Spike cheated and he took my crown.
What a great day!
You know what's gonna happen after this?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to work.
No, Spike. I'm gonna take Bowser.
You're gonna take Bowser from me, but I'm gonna go to work.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your boy. You know what, Spike? According to the rules, is if you don't accept my challenge.
No! According to the rules, if I'm not able to join a Discord call,
you're in the Discord.
But what are we supposed to do when you go to work?
Yeah.
What? This doesn't make sense.
Yeah. It's a shame, isn't it, that the rules are bent towards my will.
I'm down to play, I suppose. But I'm gonna give you guys today's hypotheto call.
Wow, we still do those?
Did we do it last year?
Yeah,
last year?
Yeah,
last year when we recorded the last episode of the Dungeon Runners podcast?
Yeah, we did. Remember I said, hey guys, hypothetically, how long should we take a break for?
Oh yeah!
1 year and 2 months.
So as everybody who listens to the Dungeon Runners podcast knows, each of us essentially has the visage of a god. We are all the most handsome of men that has ever existed on the planet Earth. Everybody knows that. We can all agree to that, right?
Yeah.
So my question to you, gods among men, is: would you, my friends, prefer to be uglier, or would you prefer to be dumber? Which, by the way, if anybody here who's currently listening wanted to be able to suggest a hypothetical for a future episode and want us to ask your question or ponder your knowledge of the universe, please send us a email. What's our email? Is it dungeonrunnerspodcast@gmail.com?
Yeah, Dungeon Runners with an S podcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, it's been a while. But so would you boys prefer to be uglier, or would you prefer to be dumber?
Okay, what would be the benefit of being uglier?
You're not dumber.
You'll be smarter. Which I like me my
No. You're not going to be smarter. You're going to be at equal intelligence to what you are right now. This is like a lose-lose situation. You will either be dumber.
I like me my 1,000 IQ, so I'm a stick to my high IQ.
I already am pretty dumb, so I'm gonna go dumber. So
Really?
That way I can keep my pretty looks.
Yeah?
I can get on by with looks.
I don't know, Jen. Remember that time we had like a beard growing contest and me and Matt just whooped you?
Not only do I believe that's not true, I don't think you can grow a beard down.
I remember it differently, don't you, Matt? We both grew amazing beards that were within 3 feet of each other.
Yeah. We connected the ties between England and Texas with our beards alone.
Your beards crossed the nation.
Yeah. My beard swum the Atlantic. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records. Look it up.
There he is, Spike, Beard Man.
I would choose. I don't know. Because like this is one of those things where like, which one affects you more in your daily life? I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, would being uglier affect you more, or would being dumber affect you more?
Well, ever since my coffee shop closed, I haven't really left the house, so I'm thinking I don't really need those looks right now. Really, I need to find a way to save my coffee shop's business so they can stay alive, which I need a high IQ for, where my 1,000 IQ comes in.
God.
See, the thing is, if you're dumber, you don't really care if you're dumber, because you're too dumb to know.
Ooh. So you're not aware of your dumbness.
I'm blissfully ignorant.
Oh.
But how dumb is dumb, though? Are we talking like Tropic Thunder? Is that Jack? Who's that character that Ben Stiller plays? Simple Jack or whatever.
Simple Jack.
Yeah.
All right.
It said, okay, it just says the question is, would you prefer to be uglier or would you prefer to be dumber? And I'm not too sure exactly like what level of dumb you're going to. I'd assume like you're forgetting how to tie your shoes dumb.
Ooh.
It's a good thing slip-ons exist.
Yeah.
Am I right?
And we're talking like uglier, you're going Quasimodo.
Jen's the kind of guy who I expect to already have a Velcro wallet.
Wow.
Jen's the kind of guy I imagine who has Velcro shoes too.
Wow.
With a lightning strike on them.
What has he ever done to you?
Wow. Excuse me, mister, I want Heely shoes.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
Heelys
Do
are the
not
bomb.
talk
Okay.
bad about Heelys.
Yeah, sure. Walk with Heelys on. Do it.
That's what your toes are for.
You don't got toes.
What saddens me is when I was having my coffee at my favorite coffee shop that recently closed down, I'd always stare, like the flooring on this shopping center is like super smooth marble and there's a really steep hill and I always picture myself riding down those, just sketching down those with heelies, ripping a fat skate, going 1,000,000 miles an hour, feel the wind breeze against my hair. I could probably...
Okay, let me ask you two questions. Have you ever done roller skating or have you ever skateboarded?
Yes and yes.
Ooh.
Really? You've done both?
Yeah.
That sure shows me. Yeah, you should get Heelys.
Dude, I want Heelys so bad.
We wanted to get them when last time we were in America, right?
I know. But then, didn't we go to that Heely shop that turned out to not be a Heely shop?
Yeah, it turned out to be like some sort of industrial park.
We just went to some random estate with no buildings around, and we were like, dude, where's the Heelys?
Yeah, it said Heely shop on the internet.
Did you guys not check the internet?
We did.
To make sure that on the maps, Google Maps?
Yeah.
It showed that there was like a strip mall kind of thing, but the strip mall wasn't there anymore.
What the fuck? When the hell? Google Maps updates more than that, doesn't it? Entire buildings to be taken down?
I mean,
No, well, I followed not Google Maps, but like I Googled a closing time of a shop the other day, and I went there, and it said it was meant to shut at 8, and it was shut at 7, and I think it shuts at 6.
I honestly
I got really
think that's
sad.
grounds of a lawsuit. You should sue Google.
No, I left the house. It's 5 minutes away. Wasting my time.
Let's all just start using Bing.
Yeah? The Dungeon Runners
let's start
podcast,
using
currently
Bing-
sponsored
Bing
by
Maps.
Bing.
Hey, Bing, hit us up. We know you got some money.
Speaking of, I got some money. Hey, if you guys have your gamer goo, we're gonna start doing that gamer goo giveaway.
Ooh, God. Can I win?
No, you absolutely
Damn
cannot. I feel like
Wait. Quick question.
That's a break to our sponsorship. Yeah.
Quick question. Can I win?
Yeah, sure, they're fine.
Yeah, cool.
What the fuck? I needed more than that.
No, you don't.
Hey, kids. Or if you're anything like me, you get sweaty hands when playing games, maybe you should try on some gamer goo.
Use the coupon code CreepyPasta to get 10% off your actually any order of gamer goo. So if you've already ordered it or you already know it's like a good product, you actually just want to get more, you can. And that's legit. We are actually sponsored by Gamer Goo.
Yeah, like I know you guys think this is a joke.
No.
We're sponsored by Gamer Goo.
Can I just say, with the Smash tournament, okay, Jen was the number one. He wore the number one headband. He had on the spreadsheet that we made for this the little crown emoji next to his name. Until Spike got some gamer goo. Then look at who's got the crown right now.
Yeah, some people say, yeah, this is unfair. Spike has gamer goo, while Jen has sweaty hands that can't hold on to his controller.
Oh man, that sounds rough.
Yeah. Sounds like you need some goo.
It looks like I'm going to have to use our coupon
rough,
code CreepyPasta to get 10% off Gamer Goo so I can get myself some Gamer Goo and take back.
Yeah, if at any point you guys hear Jen announce that he won back the crown, it was not because of his own skill, it was because of the Gamer Goo. I want to put that out there right now.
Absolutely. Gamer Goo is the only reason I would win.
In front of God and everyone.
Just to let you know, Gamer Goo. Oh my god. Hey Matt.
Yeah?
You played Smash recently? How'd that go?
Oh, dude, I went around someone's house. Did you guys ever watch Sanity Not Included on Machinima, which rest in peace Machinima.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Machinima's gone, by the way.
Oh,
We'll talk
yeah.
later.
It's definitely something to bring up. But no, please, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it turns out Dex from Sanity Not Included, he lives, like, not too far from me. So we started playing Smash now. I went around his house to play it the other day, on Saturday, and oh boy. You know, so I've only played Smash Ultimate. That's the only Smash I've ever played. That's the only time I've picked
Why are
it
you
up.
serious? I always thought you had, like, played, like, on... No, you played one of the times when you came over for the wedding. You played Brawl with us. Or 4. You played Smash 4.
I played like 2 rounds and lost I got spanked hard.
Well, I mean,
and the only other time... But no, I've never probably owned or like played more than like at someone's house a couple of times Smash until Smash Ultimate. So I go around Dex's house and you know you can tell that someone's played it ever since the original conception. Like, before the game was even designed, like, he's been playing this game sort of thing. I went around this house and just got utterly wrecked. Nah, to be fair, I did hold my own. I got some pretty good wins in, but, like, damn. It's super fun, though. Like, honestly, like, I've only played it online with you guys, but playing in person is a way different game. Like, a completely different... Like, there's no lag at all. It's all, like, fast inputs. You get to scream at someone's face in person.
Get in real fist fights.
Yeah.
Smell the stink of a melee player. Yeah, but who's Dex main? Or if he mains anyone, that is.
Do you want to know the weirdest thing? And it worked really well. He kept using Samus.
Oh, wait, regular Samus?
Regular Samus.
What? Samus is low tier.
I know, but in group battles, that big ball of beam just comes out of nowhere. Like, he just finds like some time to charge it while everyone else is fighting, then he'll start fighting, and out of nowhere, this big spirit bomb comes out of nowhere and just RKOs us.
RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah. But he's really good with Lil Mac and, who's the other one? Rosalina?
Oh, God, Rosalina.
Dude. I hate...
That's a character I cannot understand.
He got really good because she was top tier in 4, and I don't think she's very high tier now. Question mark. But
no idea.
I think a lot of the skills carried over from 4. So just very technical. She's a really, really technical character because you're essentially playing like that star thing. Forgot what it's called now.
Yeah. I don't remember either.
Yeah, but we tried the tournament mode on it too, which is only I think it's local only.
Yeah, it is only local. It's unfortunate. It should really be in the battle arenas, but
yeah,
there's not much you can do.
It's very weird, though, the tournament structures, because you essentially choose how many players you want in the tournament, then you choose a format, and there's different, like, sort of shapes of trees to go to the finals, but there's no losers bracket one, as far as I could see. You know, like how normal tournaments do it.
Yeah, it's just a one-set tournament, and that's
it. So I kept getting out very early on because I'd either be matched against someone who you choose your character from the start and you lock to your character, and then I'm like put up against the worst character I don't want to face. But then after each tournament, we'd pick a different character. So once I lost my main boy, which is Ike, I was kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel of the characters that I know how to play.
Never blow your load in the first tournament.
I didn't realize I wasn't allowed my character after, so I just straight away picked my main boy. It's super fun.
It's a shame. Oh man, you could have took it all, Matt, if you just chose Ike later on.
Yeah.
To be fair,
you could have been the king of that castle.
I was getting some spice out with some Ike. He's really good on the group stages too. We kept doing, the temple one,
Hyrule Temple.
Yeah.
The fucking giant ass stage.
Yeah, because there's like 7, 8 of us playing at once, and it's just a mess. Because someone kept pinking Ganondorf. So you'd be fighting, and out of nowhere, this big sword just knocks about 5 people off the stage at once. Oh, dude, we had to save the replay of this one. Creeps was Ganondorf, right? And it was 4 players. We had 4 people playing, and the Warlock Punch.
Yeah.
The neutral B.
Yeah, never heard of it.
He charges a Warlock Punch and just completely bodies this other person. And then he presses it again. Warlock Punch, like almost immediately after. Same spot. Charging the big purple thing. Just as someone with Bowser did the command grab, lifted up, pulled left towards the stage, went down, and just before it hit the floor, got Warlock punched, and both of them went out. So in 2 Warlock punches, Creeps managed to get all of them. It was the
perfect setup.
Yeah, it was so disgusting.
Oh.
Calculated. Absolutely calculated.
Yeah.
You're just there waiting for the chance for Bowser's fucking command grab to get in there. The Bowser side command grab is so annoying.
Yeah. It's the best, though. It's literally the best.
I'm glad they made it so that Bowser dies first whenever they do.
No, I'm glad too. Like that, it's super messed up if that's the way you try to win like any match whatsoever. I do just love the flavor of it, where it's like, you know, if I can get one ahead, then I can supervillain my way into a victory kind of thing. That makes sense to me, but like it still requires you to get one ahead. It's not just I can just mutual destruction my way to victory.
You're the kind of guy that people would boo at Evo.
Oh yeah, no, totally. That's the thing. Is like, but so is Bowser.
Yeah, true. They throw cans at Bowser.
Yeah,
I throw.
Essentially, you're playing the character.
He's the king of the Koopas.
Ooh. You're playing the villain though, so it's kind of in character, I'd say.
True.
You know,
a dastardly deed.
You know what I have seen in tournament settings, like in an actual tournament, is, you know, Ike's up B, the chucks a sword up, catches him, and flings him towards the stage, like downwards.
Yeah.
I've seen him do it off stage. So, you know what you're saying, like Ike's got 2 stocks left, the other guy's got 1 stock left. And as they're recovering over the top of the stage, he hits him with that and drags him off the stage and gets the instant, the win.
Mm-hmm. The Ike aside, I guess.
Yeah.
It's their spike, basically, but, I thought Ike always died first whenever he did that.
No. He pushes the other person down.
Oh, shit.
That sounds
crazy, dog.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Just butts?
Why do you sound so happy about that, Matt?
Because I want to get good at doing it.
Oh my god,
it sounds terrible. I hate it.
I need to get good at chasing down people when they're off the side of the stage. But it's like, I fuck it up so hard every time I jump off the stage that I forget that I use my second jump and then I have no recovery options.
Yeah, no, that's the other thing I found, because none of us really go off stage to fight. They did. So, like, I'll be recovering, which usually we get, like, almost free recoveries when we're playing, because we haven't quite got the off-stage fighting to a T. Like, I've been trying, but I die a lot doing it. But the amount of times they just jumped off stage and just spiked me or just launched me further away was unreal.
Oh, Jesus.
It's so spooky fighting off stage.
Yeah.
You could die.
Yeah.
I don't want to die.
I know. It should be banned from tournaments.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Smash Brothers podcast.
The Super Smash Brothers podcast. Speaking of Super Smash Brothers, guys, did you know that the Smash 2.0 update is coming out soon? So, you know that replay data you saved? It's going to get deleted if you don't convert it to video.
Really? I did not know that.
In fact, if you have any replay data as of 128, you better convert it to video. By the way, this PSA, not going to come out till way after it, so people who didn't convert their data already lost it.
Oh, are you serious?
Wait, that's today?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's today. They say on an episode that came out at some point. February, probably.
Redact that statement right now.
Matt, just use Microsoft Sam to cover over my voice with whatever date we upload this on.
Wait, that's today. September 8th, 2020.
2020.
It's weird that they pre-recorded podcasts from a year ago. Oh, God.
It's just going to be the running joke, isn't it? We're still on hiatus. Everybody doesn't know this, but we've been on hiatus for like we actually were recording this in the year like 2015.
Yeah. We just have a estimated date on which we're playing things. Smash Brothers isn't even close to being out yet. We just know who we're going to play and when we're going to play it and how every feature works.
I forgot it hasn't been out yet.
Yeah. Fucking Smash Brothers barely came out in fucking December of 2018. And it was like the top selling game, one of the top 5 selling games of 2018.
Well, we could talk about this.
And it came out in December.
Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out
tonight.
in 12 hours.
Now,
Stop putting times things.
So Matt, in 12 hours when you're playing Kingdom Hearts on the 29th of 2019, have you ever played Kingdom Hearts, Matt?
Like an hour or two.
Really?
When did you?
Like which one?
What?
When did you play?
Which one?
The first one, when that was the thing.
You play it like when it came out, or when you were at Spikes?
I think when it was fairly new, like
Really?
years ago. I was still at school when it came out.
Oh shit!
Wait, really?
You just never got into it then?
I didn't think you were that old.
No,
Matt's fucking old.
I'm really good at starting things and never finishing them.
Well, dude, I mean, to be fair, it's just it's an RPG game. Not that many people are into RPG.
Yeah,
I
know you're not really a big fan.
Man, it's exactly like Dark Souls.
I never finished Dark Souls.
of Final Fantasy games, yeah.
He sure didn't. He sure never finished Dark. Matt, you learned how to like speedrun the first like hour of Dark Souls 1, but you never fucking beat it.
Well, here's the thing. I get really into games, and then I stop playing them for about 7 months, and then go, I can't remember the story or anything about this game, but I remember roughly the starting bit. So if I start again, I'll just catch up to where I was and I'll complete it. And I get to near enough where I was before and then stop playing.
Oh, man.
The amount of times I've started a character on bloody Skyrim, played it for about a day or two, maybe even 3 if I'm being really spicy, and then just stopped. Skyrim's one of those games where I just can't pick it up after a while if I leave it too long.
No idea what you're doing, no idea where you are.
To be fair, I understand that too.
That's what.
As someone who's never played Skyrim before, I understand.
But I also struggle to play games on my own because it's just weird. I like to play with other people, not wanting to sound weird. But the Skyrim with friends has just came out, or at least the beta of it.
Yeah, the beta came out on like yesterday, the 27th of 2019.
Stop saying it like that.
But yeah, the new ones, the betas just came out or something, so I might give that a try, because I think you can have up to 8 people, and you don't all have to be on at the same time. It's done on servers, so I'll just hop on,
can I be
murder hobo an entire town, and then freak someone out who goes there next.
Hey, can I be honest with you guys about something? Just real quick.
Confession?
Yeah, confession. This is like a full-on confession, man.
Yeah?
Confession segment.
Confession segment. I cannot get into Skyrim. Like, I just absolutely can't. Like, it's just beyond me to be like, okay, let's play some Skyrim. Like, no. I can't fucking do it. It's just...
I agree.
It's too much at this point. They're like, it's not that, like, there's too much to do, which, I mean, like, I've complained about, and I realize, like, that's really not really a complaint. But, like, it's not that there's too much to do. It's just, like, I don't know. It's just too old by this point. It's too something by this point where I just cannot get into it anymore.
You know, I feel you. I feel like it's too old to go actually dive into for a first time play. It's just, it doesn't seem appealing as it used to.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
The big open world game that is more or less the same when you play it.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't see it being that appealing to play nowadays.
I mean, when I play it, I do somewhat get into it, because there is a lot of freedom in the game.
Oh, but that's like any game these days. I mean, like, maybe at the time when it came out, that was pretty revolutionary. But I mean, like, there's so much freedom in just about any open world game that comes out today. Like friggin' Red Dead. You could do anything in the main game. You could do anything online. Like, it's nothing that's special about Skyrim anymore.
Yeah, maybe retroactively. But yeah, because for its time...
Oh, definitely.
Maybe?
No,
yeah.
Definitely for its time. Definitely for its time, it was incredible. Man, I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't know anymore.
Did you ever get into Fallout 4? Because I remember you played that one quite a bit when it came out.
A little bit. I mean, the role play of Fallout 4 was really neat. And then, I mean, again, I just kind of, like, gave up on it. Because after a while, it was just
To be fair, though, Fallout 4 was a bad game.
Was it a bad game?
Well, it's definitely not the good one.
What was the good one?
The good one was either 3 or New Vegas. That's usually what people say.
Everyone says New Vegas. I still need to check that out.
There was a lot of depth. New Vegas had a lot of depth, I think, was what everybody was talking about.
Yeah, New Vegas it's a really interesting setting. It has really good story. It has really good side stories. It has a lot of nice, fun missions and a lot of stuff to do in it. I've never played 3, so I can't really tell you for what it has. But from what I understand, 3 has a really, really good story that starts you from your beginnings, rather than in New Vegas, where you start as just a carrier who gets ambushed, and then you kind of go on a revenge mission that spirals out of control.
I just know Liam Neeson's in 3.
Yeah.
And also the Tunnel Snakes. We're the Tunnel Snakes and we rule.
Oh my god.
Can't believe we're the Tunnel Snake podcast now.
No.
Dude, I wish. Tunnel Snakes are rad.
No.
You get it? Rad? Because of all the radiation.
No, it's been fun, guys. I'm no longer a part of the Dungeons podcast.
That's right, you're not. You're part of the Tunnel Snakes Rules podcast.
All right, it's been fun. Goodbye, everybody.
But not the you logo.
No! I haven't even finished making the first logo.
Get your Tunnel Snakes merch now.
We're the Tunnel Snakes and we rule.
I hate everything. I hate this podcast.
The Tunnel Snakes is such a weird name. Like, who names a gang that?
They're the snakes in the tunnel.
Do you know how wrong that sounds?
The snakes in the... Yeah. Yeah, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure that was the whole point of it, wasn't it? Like, the Tunnel Snakes were a, what you call it? Like a teenager's, like, just trying to be a rebellious phase, coming up with whatever is the coolest sounding thing you can. It's like, essentially like the same thing whenever you like come up with like, yeah, we're gonna be like the Blood Fires. It's not, it's definitely not a good name, but when I'm a teenager, like, blood, that sounds hardcore. Fire, that's so hardcore.
That's so cool. We should rename our podcast to the Bloodfire Podcast.
All right. It's been fun, everybody. Goodbye.
But yeah. No, it's back to what we were trying to get across. Yeah, Fallout 4 is not a good game. Don't play it.
Don't play it?
Yeah.
You're going to get sued by Bethesda.
I assume... See, look, I think that the thing is, like, you can get enjoyment out of it, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a good game. Like, there is a lot of terrible games that we play that we like. Like you guys remember, we played the TMNT Platinum game that's got taken down.
That was not a bad game. How dare you? How dare you, sir?
Was pretty terrible.
It was a fantastic game.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants in Manhattan, created by Platinum Games, got removed from Steam. But we fucking loved it.
It was such a good game.
It's... Okay, Spike, you literally could not play it single player. It was impossible to play single player because it was not good.
Because it was a multiplayer game. That's no, it's like trying to say like, oh yeah, Fallout 76 is a bad game just because I'm required to play with multiplayers.
Yeah.
Okay, can I be honest?
Anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. I only played it because everyone else was playing it.
Matt, you are Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Wasn't I like the leftover character because you guys were like, I want to be this character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're Michelangelo.
But it's just like, it's just a big ass city with people, and you just, I just aimlessly went around and just beat up whatever thugs I found with no idea what I was doing, and then suddenly we're in a sewer.
Yeah, it's Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay, Matt, I feel like there's this is
power.
This is an inherent thing, okay? You didn't live with the Ninja Turtles, all right? You weren't a part of this growing up.
I used to watch the show and the movies.
No, what you used to watch was...
You said you watched the movies?
Yeah.
You used to...
Which one?
So...
The weird Five Nights at Freddy's ass looking like the costume one.
Yeah, the good ones.
The good ones. And I used to watch the cartoon. I forgot what it's called. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, it wasn't called that in Europe. Apparently, it was called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they got renamed because of ninjas. Something about ninjas was like inherently like violent.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, it's just one of the. Well, I mean, Europe's been known to do like that. Well, a lot of places have been known to rename things and change what they do in the show or game or what have you. Like, I mean, if you guys remember, 4Kids just completely changed Yu-Gi-Oh! How Yu-Gi-Oh! Was shown. Like, all the people who would just point at people instead of having guns.
Yeah, made it better.
Yeah. And the Shadow Realm wasn't a real thing.
Dude, the Shadow Realm is better than death.
Exactly.
Okay? Any anime you can have, like, the whole, oh no, I'm scared of dying. But no, dude, you feared the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, no one wants to get banished to the Shadow Realm.
Exactly, dude. It made it better. Frying pan, drying pan. All of a sudden, we're having donuts. Makes it better.
I mean, like, in that era, we also got the most amazing anime opening we've ever gotten from One Piece.
That was pretty rad.
Gaio.
I'm just going to say,
keep dreaming.
Like, these are like bastardizations of the original versions of them, that's for sure. However, they created their own flair that was reflective of the time, or even a reflective of a misunderstanding of what is popular at the time, which I feel is almost better. That One Piece opening you just mentioned right there felt like something that should have definitely happened in the 90s, but for some reason was still considered to be popular, or from the point of the producers thought that it would still work in like the time of that, like at that time. And at the time, we all thought it was terrible. However, now, oh boy, that was amazing. Just like the opening for Naruto.
All right, first off, I never thought that the One Piece opening was terrible. That's the only thing that actually drew me into watching One Piece at the time. Wow. Now that I continue to watch it, because it immediately ended like after the first captain fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's like, remember when you were in One Piece?
Yeah.
I bet the guys. So when anime was first hitting the Western world or whatever, and there wasn't really anyone dubbing it or translating it. And these boys, like 4Kids and these companies were like, let's take these Japanese shows that's getting really popular right now and we just translate them, do our own little flair and put it out there. There isn't going to be some weird, hardcore, sweaty ass fan base who's going to dissect every single change that we do and heckle us for life. No one's going to cross-reference anything. We'd probably get away with anything. We could we can delete the concept of death and create the Shadow Realm and no one will ever notice.
Well, also, I think that was a big thing about saying that anime is for children and it's all cartoons. They're not considered to be like something that adults are going to get into. This is for children, so we can't have things in it like death and people pointing guns at each other. Otherwise, the FCC wouldn't allow it on television.
There wasn't really much mature cartoons. I mean, like stuff like Family Guy has violence, or Simpsons, but they're not like hard-hitting stories with like troubling narratives and actual death fights and stuff like you would do in movies.
Art.
So,
you say they have no art?
Art.
Oh, I was going to be like, how dare you talk that way about Family Guy?
Also, Family Guy has no art.
Wow. How dare you speak that way of one of the greatest creative minds of our time?
Anyways, imagine me pushing Spike off to the side. Yeah, Matt's right. It was like at the time they didn't have story arcs, and they didn't have plots, and so they didn't necessarily. The kids' cartoons were just like one segment things. Like, I don't know if you guys remember these cartoons, like Garfield and Friends, and what else would they have at the time? Like, I don't know, Peanuts.
What are you talking?
The Peanuts?
Like, you guys, you don't remember these cartoons?
What did you used to watch when you were a kid?
Yeah.
You guys don't remember? Okay, you don't remember Garfield?
I remember Garfield and Friends. Why is that listed as like? Oh yeah, you guys remember the Peanuts?
Why is that your number one and number two cartoon
your go-tos? Yeah.
This is what I remember that didn't have story arcs. Okay.
There was definitely a story arc in the Peanuts.
I don't know. There was.
Yeah, there was.
They just had. Okay, what was it?
It was about learning about Charlie Brown's love for what was her name?
Peanuts?
Yeah, in the Peanuts, he had that girl. Like, I think he was like the girl with the red hair or something like that.
Oh, Matt, cut in the name.
Peggy Jean.
Thanks, Matt.
What?
Don't use Matt for your horrible memories.
Yeah, I also remember.
Spike, what's your go-to like childhood cartoon?
Does
It doesn't have to be favorite, but what's right now? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Superman the Animated Series.
Sorry.
Batman Forever.
Batman Forever was good. Okay, but Batman Forever was honestly just another part of the Superman animated series. The conspiracy theory, the DC animated universe is all just so he could make more. It's also that Bruce Timm could make more episodes of Batman the Animated Series.
It's because Batman was great.
No, it was. Literally, Batman the Animated Series went through a season first, then they made the Superman animated series, and in the very first episode, Ma Kent goes like, yeah, there's that crazy person over there in Gotham. You don't want people thinking you're like that. And then all of a sudden, he starts showing up in the Superman animated series, and then they went on to making Batman and Superman Adventures, which is actually just the fourth season of the Batman animated series, he even straight up said that's what he was doing. And then they went off and they started doing the Justice League series, which is the exact same voice actors, the exact same producers, the exact same artists who worked on all the other ones. And they started working on Batman Forever, who they even said they got tired of doing all the suits they did in all the other series beforehand, so they cut off all the lapels.
Matt.
Cut it out?
Yeah, cut it out.
Okay.
What?
But no, I mean, yeah. You're really passionate about this Batman animated series.
I have a literal document on my computer with every single episode and tying them together, and why Bruce Timm ended up getting screwed over by the WB because he wasn't able to make his movie in 2009 despite it being hinted at in over 8 episodes across the entire board.
Oh yeah, I heard about that movie that got canned. Supposedly
because
canned.
It would have given a definite end to the series.
Yeah,
which means they could
crazy.
not continue the universe and continue to be able to market it.
Also, how does Static Shock work? It's a Batman film.
Oh, okay. So, Static Shock is actually a side cartoon that was also done by the exact same production series, and the only thing that started cutting him into the animated series is Batman. Who is also the same Batman from the other series, and he confirms that the Teen Titans universe, which is the same one that's done from Cartoon Network, is tied in to the DC animated series at that point, however, is an alternate universe. And he says this, mind you, like 3 years before Teen Titans starts.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I thought fucking the Spy Kids universe was tied in.
Spy Kids?
Spy Kids? How dare you insult me?
I like how you drag Spy Kids into his really passionate spiel about the DC universe. It's like, yeah, this really passionate, like, well thought out universe. Yeah, but have you heard of this thing called Spy Kids, right?
How dare you?
The one with the fighting thumbs. I've only seen the first one, and everyone else watched them.
God.
It was my idea to watch them, because I wanted to check out the third one, but then I watched the first one and everyone, and then everyone else watched it.
You did hear
me.
what everyone was saying about that, right, Matt?
That they watched it without me. Yeah, I heard it quite clear. When
that it was also a very disappointing adventure.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
Well, at least I got to watch the Shreks with everyone. Which, by the way, okay, can I talk about Shrek for a second?
No.
Here's the thing, right? I didn't watch the first one. Okay, I watched Shrek Retold on YouTube. The huge collab, like over 200 plus talents recreating the first film in their own styles. Fantastic. It's really funny. But I wanted to watch an actual version of the first one, but in a new light. So what did we watch? We watched Shrek the Musical. Oh my gosh. A lot of it's the same as the first film, except for 1 or 2 extra story bits, which just makes the story more complete. And I'm not going to say what they are. I'm just going to say, if you've watched the first one, check out the musical, because, there's some pretty interesting additions, Then we watched the second one. Second was great. It's alright. Third one, trashed here. Get that out of my face. There's no such thing as the third one. The fourth one, right?
What about the fourth one? Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
The fourth one was actually really good.
I will admit
good.
that the fourth Shrek movie was actually really good.
That was the Rumpelstiltskin one.
Yeah, right? Dude, it rocked me. No, here's the thing, right?
It wasn't
when I
a
watched it
kid's
as a
film.
kid.
It really wasn't a kid's film.
Yeah. When I watched it as a kid, I was like, oh, Shrek's just being a little tantrum, a little baby boy, wah. When I watch it as an adult, I'm like, I can kind of relate. But, like, I can also, like, I can really sympathize with Shrek throughout the first bit. And the motives and the goals of it is kind of like, I can understand why he's doing this stuff and why he's angry. And the emotion that you go through is powerful because it's all about, like, not wanting the responsibility of like being an adult, or even being a father, or even being like a husband, like all that stuff tolls. And like because I watched it with Creeps too, and Creeps was just shocked the entire next day. He was just a shell. He had all his emotions just sapped from him from that movie because it was just too. It hit too close to home for some of the points, I want to say, for me anyway.
What you're saying is you're afraid of commitment.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
I too wish to go back to the days when I was just a slob laying in a swamp.
That's essentially a lot of what it was.
Spike, are you saying you didn't watch Shrek 4?
I watched Shrek 4.
Are you saying we should turn it on right now?
No, but I will say one thing. When are we finally going to give the Emoji Movie another try?
Okay, first off, another try? Only you watched it.
That's exactly my point.
Spike, you watched it in cinema, didn't you?
I watched it in cinema, and I bought it for everybody for Christmas who was within reach.
Oh, Spike.
Yeah? That's the thing. Did you want one too? Because I can send one your way.
No. Send it to Matt. Matt's more likely to actually relate to it than I am to. I mean, he's watching Shrek after all.
I want Jen to get a package, and it's clearly marked from you. And he's like, "Oh yeah, Gamer Goo. Oh right." Opens it because it's got like a bit of a hefty weight. There's a bit of a big box. So it's like, oh, maybe there's like 5 tubs of Gamer Goo. I'm going to swim in it later. Opens it, and it's just 5 copies, or like multiple copies of the Emoji Movie.
No. Why would you play with my heart like that? I could be using my Gamer Goo to get better at Smash Brothers.
No.
Yeah?
You don't. You know what? I want to see if you actually get any better with Gamer Goo. Because I think you will. Because Gamer Goo is a fantastic product.
I mean, in all honesty, like, it's... I'm not even trying to sell it, okay? Gotta say, things all right.
And as someone who has sweaty hands, I absolutely do need something like that.
Why?
Because I have fucking sweaty hands. It sucks. It sucks when you're getting all intense into a moment and you're playing something and your hand's just like fucking slipping over the buttons and your stick keeps missing. You put the wrong input in.
Yeah?
I can see Jen's just... Oh, he just wants that crown back.
Yeah? Sweating for the crown.
You know what some bullshit is that when I had the crown, nobody gave me a crown in the Discord. But Spike, he gets 2 crowns.
I didn't even want this, okay? I didn't want this.
Spike. No one could... Only 2 people can edit people's names.
Wait, what? Who?
That's you. You and Health.
Okay, and who do you think did it?
You.
Yeah, probably.
But not to get back onto Smash
Brothers. Yeah? Not to get back onto Smash Brothers. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Smash Brothers podcast.
But to talk about video games, because we were just talking about comics and shit. Did you hear that Spider-Man for the PS4 is adding 2 new Fantastic Four costumes?
No, what? I didn't hear that. Oh, is it Future Foundation?
Yeah. Yes, one of them is. And the other one is when he lost his suit and needed to borrow a suit from the Fantastic Four.
Oh, the Amazing Bagman?
But... Yeah, and he didn't have a mask, so he had to get a bag.
Dude, I love that one. I played the old PlayStation 1 Spider-Man game, and there's the bag one, paper bag head one. I didn't realize it was from Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it has a giant 4 on the chest.
Well, I don't know if it had that in the PS1 version.
Yeah, it did.
Did it?
No.
It might have been like low poly, so you don't really see it quite as well, but it did have it. It existed. It was the Amazing Bagman.
What was really cool about it was because on that Spider-Man game, you had to collect the web slinger like recharge, like the goo, the gamer goo that turns into web. And you could I think you can have 9 at all times, and you constantly web slinging and using it up and using web attacks, which uses it more. On the bag one, you can only have a maximum of 2 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it limits you because it's like the makeshift suit. It's pretty adorable.
Let me ask you guys a serious question. Which Spider-Man do you like? Or which Spider-Man web power do you like better? Do you like it more that he creates the goo or that it comes out of his body from like his wrists?
I don't know.
I think I would have to personally go with him creating the gadgets and shit because like it gives him more possibilities of like making the other spider bombs and stuff like that.
Well, the thing that gets me about that is like then anyone can make it and become Spider-Man. Like, it's not a superpower. It's just, I got this gadget.
Neither is Batman.
I'll say, like, wait, you're talking about, like, being intelligent is not a superpower, is what you're saying, right?
No, well, there's being intelligent in inventing it, and there's someone just, remaking it or stealing the technology.
You mean Iron Man?
Yeah, like he essentially goes, I got this suit for you, and he makes it himself. And it's like, well, if Iron Man can make it, why doesn't he just make a line of Spider Iron Man suits for himself that has the web shooting technology built into his own stuff?
I mean, I think he probably could.
Yeah. I mean, like, it looks useful for, like, oh no, my parachutes aren't deploying. I'll use this web slinger to, 50 feet above the ground, just attach to everything and stop me from breaking my back, like that one guy in one of the movies.
So, but when is he, like, here's the thing though, Matt. But if he does that, then who is supposed to do, who's supposed to be Spider-Man then?
That's what I'm saying. It's like he's not a superpower then. It's just a technology-based power.
Yeah. Intelligence is it's a superpower, dude.
Yeah.
This goes back to this goes full circle, okay? Would you prefer to be smart? Would you prefer to be ugly, or would you prefer to be dumber? Because if you prefer to be dumber, then you're giving up your superpower.
Yeah. I still would go dumber.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd go uglier in a heartbeat. Hell, that's aging. I'm already doing that.
Okay, well, see, the problem with that question, and the problem that we brought up earlier with that question is, it doesn't state, like, how much of either you go.
No, you're going Quasimodo, man.
No, see, look, the thing is, like, you can become a little dumber, like, you forget how to do something, or you become a little uglier where you get, like, a blemish on you.
Like I said, you're either forgetting to tie your shoes, or you're becoming Quasimodo.
Forgetting to tie your shoes isn't that bad.
Forgetting to tie, like, okay, you're forgetting to tie.
Spike, you wear sandals every
I know, that's why I'm saying, I haven't go.
So I'm saying, it's like, it's not that bad because there's alternatives for that easily.
You say that. Like, okay, but like you're too dumb to know how to use a computer. You literally become like your grandfather. You're like, how do I send the emails?
You put Google into Google.
Yeah, she's typing Google into Google.
See, that's the way I would draw the line.
You can't do that. It's too much.
No.
I knew someone who didn't realize, he thought emails was only local to one device. So was mind blown when they found out they can access their emails on another computer. What? That would be you if you got dumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's exactly where I draw the lines. Like, if I don't know how to use my computer, I don't know how to use all this stuff. I don't know how to be relevant to the age I'm in. I don't think I would take that.
So you go uglier.
Yeah, then at that point I would go uglier. But I don't want to ruin perfection, you know?
I don't.
Wow. That's right.
Look, I referred to all as Greek gods, massive amounts of muscle upon muscle upon muscle.
If we got uglier, are we allowed to work on our looks?
No.
Like, can we go to the gym and just get like, I might have an ugly face, but check out these abs, yo.
No, you're ugly.
Well, I mean, that's what ugly people do, anyways.
You know what I'd do instead then? I'll follow and go like Jeff Bezos or whatever, like the Amazon dude. So I just, I'm not the best looker, but dude, I'll just work on getting hella bang.
I mean, do that with either one of them, being dumber or uglier.
No, you need to have some harder intellect to make money.
Yeah, well, it's just hard. No, first off.
No, if you don't have to use a computer, I'm guessing it's going to be harder to be like, I'll set up this business and hire an accountant and do this and do that.
Why would you need to? You're going to be hiring people.
What?
You're going to be hiring people. It's not that hard.
Yeah, but are you smart enough to hire? Yeah. You're dumb. You're too dumb to tie your shoelaces. But let me just get this workforce of four to five people to do all my taxes and accounting and business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't entail dumb.
What is?
Doesn't entail smart either. It's just paying people.
Yeah, it's just paying people. Look, what I'm saying is, like, it's okay to be dumb if you're rich.
Yeah. What? That's why there's so many dumb celebrities who are fucking rich, Matt.
Oh, shit.
See, wait.
Play a sound there that makes that sound like it was really important.
I'll play some applause sound.
No.
All right. Matt, please put in that audio clip of Spike Lee.
God!
We brought it back.
Years old.
No.
We've gone back to that hypothetical twice now, and I think we've already concluded that the right answer was to The right answer was to be dumber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to this podcast.
Yeah,
I'm calling you up.
That's a good time.
Plus, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a whole lot to explain because I'm going to go on a long tirade on next week's podcast about Kingdom Hearts 3. It's going to be rife with spoilers.
Oh my god,
nonstop.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I'm actually really excited about that right now because I'm kind of like, okay, it's exactly 11 hours and 26 minutes until I can play Kingdom Hearts 3. So,
yep. All three of us, we're going to play it, beat it all in one day, talk about it.
That's what we're going to do.
But
we're all going to live stream it tonight, all on the same channel, 3 times over, with the sound all turned up to maximum, so you can't hear or understand anything that's taking place.
Yep. We can't hear each other, but all the streams will go up at once together.
I think that's the best plan.
Anyways, thank you for listening to the Dungeon Runners podcast. If you have a hypothetical or any questions or comments, send them to dungeonrunnerspodcast@gmail.com. That's Dungeon Runners with an S, podcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, and YouTube.
Yeah, if you guys are... and iTunes. We're on iTunes, too.
Remember to get your goo.
Remember to get your goo.